Hello and welcome back to the Company Interiors Academy. My name's Nick Clark. In today's lesson we are actually going through the why, the most important question of all, what actually drives us, what puts us in the right direction. So let's do a quick recap. In the first lesson, we did the most important thing, is we actually set our ship, our compass in the right direction. Our life is now heading in the right direction to where we want to be in a year's time, the perfect environment what we want to do. So we know we're heading in the right way now. The second part was to actually find out what is our superpower, what is actually our core competency, what is it we specialize in, what are we good at, so we have not started scattergunning and going off into all sorts of different directions which are not ideal for us personally, our business and all the rest of it. These are the things that make us happy, these are all the emotions that drive us. We learned that emotions make us do things. Mistakes are what we learn from. This is all good and this is all our superpower. Now our marketing is now clear. Marketing is all about attracting the right customer, so that matches our superpowers. It's what they will learn from us because they want to know what we know. So marketing is all about attracting the right clients but repelling the wrong ones. We don't want to be wasting our time, we don't be wasting our business's time on the wrong sorts of clients, because that will cost us money and that will make us unhappy in general, because bad clients give us aggravation and grief because they're not right for us. Very important to actually put ourselves in the right place here. So this lesson is all about the why. We're going to go deep. We're going to go 7 levels deep. Now this, very importantly, could make a massive difference to your life. I'm not joking about this. This made a huge difference to my life and my career 5 years ago, I think it was now. So this is going to put you in an emotional state. So that's what we're learning. We're learning that you need to be in the right state of mind to take action. My job is to teach you, but my job, more importantly, my success will come from you actually doing this, making these steps. So let's get straight into it. It starts with a story, and it starts with what happened to me 5 years ago. I've still got the notes here. I've got the notes that I actually wrote down, and I've still had those in my files. So this was a huge turning point for me, and a huge turning point in my life. I'd been in the industry at that point 25 years in, so I was running a business. The business had got up to about 10 million turnover. We had 25 to 30 staff. It was beginning to become a big business. So what was happening was, in that situation, is I had 5 salespeople at the time. I would describe those sales guys and girls as 3 hunters, 2 farmers. So in sales term, hunters find new business, farmers look after your clients on a regular basis that are regularly ordering from you. The sales team, and I was part of the sales team, so let's say there were 6 of us really. So I would go out and see clients, I would go out and see major projects and new business generation, things like that. So the sales team were becoming a little bit fractioned, a little bit losing control, a little bit losing direction. All the things we've been learning about here. So I scoured the market, got some sales training people lined up, shortlisted it down to 1 guy, and he came in for an interview and he started with me. So let me talk you exactly through the lesson as to what happened. So I said to him, I want you to come in. I told him the story about the salespeople, and I told him the story about the business. We were successful, had some great website, great case studies. Everything was going fine. We were making money. So he said to me, I just want to go through a process just so I can dig down a little bit deeper and find out exactly what it is you want me to do, because he wanted to win, he wanted to serve, he wanted to deliver. So he started off and he said, why exactly did you hire me? What am I doing here? I said to him, I want you to go into our boardroom. I want to get all the sales team together in one environment for a day. I mean, this guy was charging me about £8,000 for the day, one day, and I want all the salespeople together, and I want to start talking about new business development. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. And so why is it that new business is important to you? So I said, well, you know, we want new clients. Our business is very much in the position that a lot of it is peaks and troughs. Peaks and troughs. We win a large project, we work on it, and then it will go quiet for another few months until the next one comes up. And we seem to be having more of this. Our business has turned into a project-based business. Okay, fine. So I can understand we need some new business. Every business wants new business. I really understand that what you're saying, that these larger projects cause you peaks and troughs. It takes a while for them to develop, so why exactly? What's the problem with these peaks and troughs? What are the real issues that they cause you, and why is that an issue to you? So I said to him, well, the problem with our business is that these peaks and troughs, it's very difficult to forecast. I can't go to the managing director. I can't go to the finance director as the sales director as I was at the time. I cannot give them accurate forecasts. I'm constantly getting aggravation from them because it's impossible to know what is going to happen and when it's going to come in. Okay. So he goes through the questions again. You know, he goes, I can understand why you need new business. I can understand there's peaks and troughs. I can understand that causes you lots of problems with forecasting. But why is that a problem? Why is the forecasting a problem? Well, I said the problem with the forecasts is that I'm not giving the business accurate information. That's causing huge problems with our cash flow as we don't have sufficient invoicing, but we still have all our outgoings. We still have our wages at the end of the month. You know, it causes a lot of stress. I'm constantly under pressure. Constantly under pressure, waiting for these big projects, and the managing director's on at me, the finance director's needing to know cash flow forecasts. He's got me doing cash flow forecasts, whereas I'm a sales director. I'm trying to get sales, and you know it's just hassle, stress all the time. Okay, and it goes through the questions again. I can understand why you want new business. I can understand why there's peaks and troughs. I can understand all that. I can understand why the cash flow. So what is it exactly that the business at the moment, you know, I can see that it's causing lots of stress. But why is it giving you stress? Where is the stress coming from? Well, we used to have lots of regular customers. We used to have lots of ongoing customers. You know, life was easier. Life was easier then because my sales guys were more like farmers. They were like sales representatives. They used to go and see the customers. We had great relationships. We used to have golf days because we knew where our customers were. It was a base of customers, and you know, they were good friends. I had lots of friends. My customers were friends of mine. And when a new product came out or some new furniture came out, I could say to the sales guys on a Monday, put all these things in your bags, take them out to see the customers, talk to John, talk to Mary, talk to Fred, and tell them about these new products and see whether they'd be useful for them. Okay, yeah, I can see that was so you can understand where this is going. What has happened is that from question 3 to 4, he's turned me over. He's flipped me. He's turned me onto my emotion. He's making me understand what I'm feeling about this situation. It gives me goosebumps now remembering it. So the power of this was the questions started off as inane issues, inane questions, answers. But by about 3 or 4 flips of these questions and answers sessions, I had dropped that from my mind into my emotion, and then I was really thinking about what the real reasons were. So as this then evolved to the last three questions and answers, it came down to the fact that we didn't have any regular customers anymore. Life was therefore a lot more difficult. I couldn't give my sales teams clear focus on what to do. So I've forgotten the actual three key questions, the three key lessons we've just explored. So we didn't understand what our superpowers were anymore. We were losing our, we were losing our relevance. The customers weren't the right customers. There's peaks and troughs, and we'd lose stuff. We weren't developing relationships. We were heading in the wrong direction, and those questions began to materialize by the whys, the 7 levels deep. So then it came to the last question of all, which was, it goes through new business, peaks and troughs, salespeople, cash flow problems, stress and aggravation. You've lost your customer base, which was giving you regular business, which you could begin to build as you added to that customer. You'd moved away from that, maybe to seek the glory of the big hitters. You weren't in that market, or you needed to invest a lot more money to get to the next level. But what we'd done is we cut out all the rest of our core competencies, our superpowers, and we got the wrong clients, and then we were heading in the wrong direction, and that's what happened. So this exercise discovered what all of the first 2 lessons were all about. And the last question that he came to me with was that you've lost control, you're not enjoying the business. And I was under a lot of stress. The fun had gone out of it. I wasn't doing my superpowers. I wasn't doing what I was happy doing. I was happy finding new clients, setting strategies up, setting the sales guys out, and that's where I got to my success, and then quickly lost it again. So in the end, the last question of mine, my emotions came flooding back out, and I was losing control. I'd lost control of my business, I'd lost control of my sales team, and I'd lost control of my direction. So this is a pretty powerful one. So what I want you to do is, if I'm going to be successful in my current business or this current academy, is I need you to take action on these steps. I need you to develop, and I need you to apply them. So this particular lesson, and the power of it, is that 7th question that you are going to get to, that will be the one that you will use, because you've now really boiled it down into the emotions of the thing. This is from inside. This is not your mind. Your mind is telling you, is warning you of situations. We've discovered that we will learn through our emotions. We will learn through mistakes. These are all natural things that strengthen us. The 7th question, the answer to that's what's going to put you now in a state of mind. The why are you here? Why have you downloaded this course? You want to grow, you want to learn, you want to strengthen. My results will be you taking action, and hopefully you telling me how I'm doing. Give me comments so I can develop. So take this lesson, take this 7 levels deep, take that emotional answer and apply it. You now will be in a state of mind that will drive you to do things, because the emotions are far more powerful than anything else that you are going to do. You are prepped, you are an athlete now, mentally anyway, hopefully, and you are now prepped to go out and start taking action, because that powerful answer is the truth. That is the real truth of why you're here and what you're doing. So let's go lesson 1, lesson 2, we finished lesson 3, now let's move forward.